Alright, ndị be daalụ nne asị m ka echiri ya zelu. Once again, welcome to Eastern News 24. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Depends your time and your location. Alright, now let's move straight to the business of today. Alright, I'm gonna focus here that water. Kina da nnukwu ife ekwe na anụ ụdị ya. Ịma onwe ndị a na-agwa na agbasị afafa ya anụ. You can never be a president of Nigeria. It's a na-egwu ka a na-egwu. An Igbo man can never be a president of Nigeria. You tell me on njakịrị ka a na-ama. Okay, Maazị onye ndu Nnamdi Kanu kwuo ya that Fulani, Hausa, Yoruba can never give you Igbo president. They can never do it. It's not even possible. Okay, onye ndu Maazị Samuel Ekpa bụ the BIAFRA spokesperson kwukwe ya ọzọ sị gị the election can never work. Na ọ ka mma na anyị chịkọtara onwe anyị ọnụ mee gịnị unite ya to restore the sovereign state of Biafra. Ndị mmadụ chọrọ egwuregwu ma ndị na-eme obedient movement ha na-eme agbacha ọsọ agụọ mile. Alright, ka ngosi unu ife ya bụ ife nchọrọ igosi unu biko. Ya bụ ife bụ interview emele Peter Obi today. That young man really break down silent. Peter Obi wept. Obela akwa. The same thing Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu. The same thing Maazị Samuel Ekpa na-ekwu. Alright, I will not talk much on this thing, Usha. Just listen to it to yourself, then leave us with your own comment on the comment section below. Alright, over to you.
Or the other, I did mention that we need to do this today to him. Of course, he asked me what time. I said anytime from 12 noon or this, that, but we've not been able to get in touch because if you go to see some dignitaries or big men, your phone is not with you. So you don't even know they are calling you. So that becomes a problem. So as in comments, the media was mainly after voting on the 25th. And I've never done so until now. So whatever you see in the media, please disregard. It's not coming from me, directly or indirectly. This is my first time of speaking, coming out to the media. And I thank all of you for your understanding. For me, it's a very simple thing is to speak to Nigerians who on the 25th of February trooped out en masse as committed citizens to participate in what all of us know as what are called existential election for supposedly free, fair, credible, presidential and National Assembly election. We enjoy, and in all things we give thanks to God. For me, number one thing is gratitude. Gratitude to God Almighty that continue to protect and bless our dear country, Nigeria. Number two is gratitude to Nigerians that participated in the election, answering the call as true citizens in our dear country. Number three is gratitude to those of Nigerians, especially the youth, that believed and worked tirelessly for a new Nigeria and trusting that new Nigeria on that thing and my good self. I thank them for their hard work, gratitude to the obedience youths, those who believe that a new Nigeria is possible. And I say to them that a new Nigeria is possible. And we will work for that new Nigeria that is possible. Their resilience, their hard work for a new Nigeria should not be waned. Daddy and I remain committed to that new Nigeria. I know how they'll be feeling now because of the way the elections have come and gone. The commitment and resilience of Nigerians, even in face of unwarranted panic attacks, is a testimony that a new Nigeria is indeed possible. I look at people like Lady Jennifer Ifedi, who was stabbed but insisted on voting. And that gives me courage to believe that a new Nigeria is indeed possible. And there's so many other Nigerians. The election that we just witnessed have been conducted and results announced as programmed. It is a clear version from electoral rules and guidelines as we were promised. This election did not meet the minimum standard expected of a free, transparent, credible, fair election. It will go down as one of the most controversial elections ever conducted in Nigeria. The good and hard-working people of Nigeria have again been robbed by our supposed leaders whom they trusted. However, let me humbly and most respectfully appeal to all Nigerians to remain peaceful, law-abiding, and conduct themselves in most responsible manner. Please be assured that Dati and I, and indeed all of us, this is not the end, but the beginning of the journey for a birth of new Nigeria. Dati Ahmed and I remain absolutely undaunted and deeply committed to the project of a new Nigeria that will be built on honesty, transparency, fairness, justice, equity. All the above starts with the process. The process through which people come into office is far more fundamental, more important than what they do thereafter. It's my belief, and I've maintained so consistently, that if you must answer His Excellency, the process through which you arrive to office must be excellent. We must now require that we do the right things in order to generate the required confidence and moral authority to lead. As you know, the destruction of a society begin and gradually progress when we act rascally or with deliberate manipulation of the rule of law and suppression of the will of the people. During my campaign process, I said that we will govern by the rule of law because we know what not doing that will bring about. And that's why we insisted that. Let me reiterate and assure you that good people of Nigeria that will explore, all show you that I will be part of it. assure you that I'm totally committed for a better future in this country. And nothing will stop that. That is commitment. My commitment is total. Rest assured that your support will not be in vain. And you will not find us wanting. We must build a better Nigeria, where Nigerian youths will be happy, glad to call their own country. Thank you, and may God Almighty continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. So, colleagues, if you don't take anything home in what we just heard, he said we won the election and we will prove it to the world. We will reclaim that mandate. Another round of applause for him. Okay, so we will take a few questions from journalists who are. So, if you raise your hands, I'll recognize you. You come out here and speak. Okay. Oh, all right.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sean Kimberley. I'm a reporter with Channels Television. I'd like to ask you, it does look, I have two questions, and they are quick ones. You said that you're going to reclaim, and you said you won the elections. If you'd like to expatiate on what you meant by that, in what areas do you think, because your speech does look to me like the elections is flawed as far as you're concerned, what are the evidence that you have to support the claim about the conduct of the election? And if you can tell us which areas, what are the aspects of the elections you think that are not right? The second part of my question is the journey since Saturday election. You seem to have formed an alliance with other political parties like the PDP. Are you doing this challenge on the election or the outcome of the election alongside with them? How much of partnership do you have with the PDP? Have you spoken to the candidate of the PDP? What kind of alliance are you forming? Again, because of the sensitivity of the outcome, the nation went into a very crucial and tense election, came out of it, things, the nation is still very tense. And also, we discovered that the nation at this time needs to come together. What kind of words are you going to send out to your supporters and your followers in respect to the fact that we must have a nation first, and then we must be able to keep the nation together? And lastly, have you spoken? Have you spoken? Have you reached out to the man that has been declared winner for Latin votes? Thank you.
Well, you did ask me the process and the areas. If I tell you all this, I don't know what I'll be telling the court. We have passed the stage of that because we were asked to go to the court. Isn't that what I said? So let's go there. Remember that I'm obedient. I want to tell you, I'm going to go where I'm directed to go. And then you will see where and how. But just to give you an emphasis, in 2015, the number of registered voters, if I can remember, is about, what was it again? About 67 million registered voters and 29.4 voted. In 2019, that tally increased to about 84 million. and about 28.4 million voted. And then we were told that about 11 million registered in 2022, if I'm correct, which brought the registration to about 95, but 87 collected their PVC because of the issue of not being able to collect their PVC. Well, only 23.3 million voted. You can see how Nigeria works. So we have an increase of 11 million, and the voters dropped sharply by over 20% instead of increasing. The reason it was due to manipulation and reduction and removal and inputs of votes here and there, because otherwise the number is supposed to have increased. It didn't increase because people were busy doing what is wrong. And we have chosen, I'll challenge this rascality for the future of the country. Nigeria cannot conduct election 63 years after independence. It's something everybody should reflect on. Unexamined life is not worth living. And we can't go on like this. Shehu, you asked about the alliance. We are not in alliance. We are discussing and in partnership with other people and any other Nigerian who feels hot as we do. I've said it and I repeat, I have all my life challenged the process. I believe that the process through which people get anywhere is respected. As a person, I've had a school award me a professor, and I can go and see my reply to them. I said I can't be, because I've not gone through the process of being a professor. The process through which people come into any place is far more fundamental than what they do thereafter. We must not have people who have the moral authority because of the process who come into it. Shall we, if we use the process we use today, tell me how we can tell the train robber, the kidnapper, that is doing the wrong thing. Say we have not made calls to anybody.
Okay.
I'm not against making calls. Everybody that is involved in this, even the two main contenders, have always said, are my elder brothers. You know, they're far my seniors. They should actually be my father, so I respect them. And I keep with that. And if they call me and want me to see them, I'll see them. But on this issue, I'm challenging the process.
Okay. We'll go from here. Please come out, Tali.
My name is Fidelis Mba. I work for Al Jazeera TV. My question is just about the judiciary. You're going to court. There have been concerns about the integrity of the judiciary. Do you believe you'll be able to get justice given the questionable calls and decisions, especially of the Apex Court?
Mr. Fidelis, there's no Nigerian who can say he has been a beneficiary of the judiciary more than me. And all this while they tell me about the integrity of the judiciary. From 2003, I've always been in the court. I was there 3 years to reclaim my mandate. I was there to come back from impeachment. I was there to do interpretation. I was there to challenge my second tenure election. And in all, I've been successful. Without in any way compromising or doing the wrong thing. And I can say it, I have never knowingly, and everybody can know, compromised any law officer, any judicial officer, anybody in process because I believe they're doing their job. So I believe they know their customers in the other side. Mine is to do the right thing. And I'm going to go there with the right thing. And what I'm going, I'm seeking who will benefit the future of their own children. And I'm sure they will do the right thing.
Okay. All right, just sitting next. I'm coming to your side. Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Timothy Obiezu. I report for VOA Voice of America. My question is, I've been speaking with observers and political experts who say that for you to be able to reclaim a mandate that you said has been taken from you, you need to prove abundantly enough that the suppression, voter suppression that has been alleged, the violence and everything that happened on Saturday was enough to sway the votes in your direction. So do you have abundantly enough evidence to do so?
Well, let me again say it. We're not yet in court. That is why the court exists. And they've asked me to go to court. And I want to go to court. I don't want to answer questions on my way to court. I want to go to court.
Okay. All right, Tomo, come. I wanted to travel this way, but I see you are. Okay.
My name is Omar Bazoy and I report for AI TV. Sorry. I just want to ask you, because you told us some moments ago that you have been having series of meeting with a lot of people, people from the international community, and maybe back home here in Nigeria. Do you feel like you are under any pressure from anywhere?
Not at all. I can tell you, nobody will ever put me under pressure when I challenge misconduct, rascality, or illegal process. Because it's not about it's not about, you can't, how do you put the person who is doing kidnapping under pressure? We're challenging what is wrong. It is not about me, it's not about you, it's about the society our children will live in. And I want people to understand that. I'm challenging a process that is fought, a process that is wrong. It could be anybody. It is not about anything. So there's no pressure. Nobody has. Okay. And they know they will not.
Okay, the lady at the back. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rena Opozegi. I work for Data Communications AIT. So I want to ask you, how are you engaging the international